Okay. Let's jump back into this. Okay, you read this line, right? Yep. How do you explain? Yes. Isn't it a waste of time to ask about such a minor detail? It's not a very important point anyway, correct?
I'm afraid you are mistaken. If Adrian Andrews really is your client, as you claim, then your client should have had knowledge of Miss Akarita's death. If not, then that can only mean that Adrian Andrews was never your client at all.
Oh, strange. Yes. Why is it that the attorney has yet to raise an objection at this absurd situation?
Phoenix? If the killer figures out what we're up to, we're in real trouble.
I heard that. Yeah, I know. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm surprised. You know you can't say things like that without any evidence.
Ah, sorry.
Well, that was an awfully weak objection for the two of you.
Anyway, I am positive there was a
Objection.
contradiction in that testimony. What was that, Grizzy?
I mumbled objection.
Oh, okay, okay.
Doing a weak
Got
objection.
it. Got it. The prosecution requests further testimony concerning when the request was taken.
Very well. Right now, I have to buy us more time. While we wait for the items the killer left behind to get here, just know that the very outcome of this trial lies with those items. This request came to me, about a week ago. It was a request for my services on the night of the award ceremony. We met at a certain bar to discuss and finalize a few matters. That is what occurred. I trust my memory, and I believe I have made no mistakes. That was quick. So you physically met your client, huh? That is correct. Meeting one's client is the first step to building trust, in my opinion. I see. Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Okay, so, what was that, only 4 lines? A week ago, my service in the award ceremony, I'm in a certain bar. That's what I heard. Yep. Well, there doesn't seem to be anything strange this time around.
You have to draw more information from him. You can't draw his suspicion. If you could do that, you should be able to find a flaw in his testimony somewhere.
Talk about a delicate balance. Okay, this quest came to me about a week ago. 1 week ago, are you sure? Yes, I'm quite sure. I, of course, had my own preparations, and I was barely able to finish. You request my services, Mr. Attorney. I hope you will keep that in mind. Please, stop. In any case, my client this time had a very specific date and time in mind. Specific date and time? Ceremony? Did you ask why on that specific night? No. I try to fulfill all the conditions of my client's request. But as for why, I only had my suspicions. Your suspicions, huh? So what are these suspicions you had? Why did your client request that night? I'm sure it was all for the bear. The bear? My client spoke of it. I'm sure there will be a bear-shaped figurine in Juan Carita's room. I would like you to retrieve that item for me. You must be talking about this bear puzzle.
Inside that figurine was a suicide note. Naturally, the victim brought it with him to his hotel. He was planning to publicly disclose its contents at the press conference after all.
That is correct. If I had not done the job that night, I would not have known where that bear figurine was. Let's see. Well, Mr. Wright, was the testimony just now of any importance? So, they'd not done the job that night. I mean, that's true. The bear was in the room. He was there from the room. I don't know. I'm gonna say it was, because that sounds like something I should say.
Yeah.
The testimony just now has made one thing clear, and that is the clients knew the secret of the bear figurine. Huh? Why is everyone so quiet? Mr. Wright, I think all of us already knew that. Oh, really?
Witness, please continue with your testimony. I wonder if he chose the other.
Yeah. Well, we could try it. There was two choices in that one. What the killer said sounds plausible, but in the end, it's just his conjecture. No, Your Honor, I don't think it's very important. Well then, witness, please continue. Okay.
Oh,
No, I
okay.
figured.
Never mind.
So, we met at a bar. You physically met Adrian Andrews, right? Of course I did. What was that? What was that? What was that? What, the brief pause? Witness, I would like for you to give us a few more details. I always meet my clients as a matter of principle. I've never taken requests by telephone or mail.
And why is that?
That's because I value the trust between a client and myself above all else. And the only way to establish that is to speak to the client while looking them in the eye. And video conferencing technology didn't exist yet when this game was written.
Yeah, Zoom wasn't a thing.
Yeah, Zoom was a long ways away. Well, Mr. Wright, was the testimony just now of any importance? Oh, okay. Yeah, let's say it is. Of course, it was very important, Your Honor. Mr. The killer had met his client before the murder, then it's unlikely he is mistaken. So you're saying that his client really was Adrian Andrews? I guess so. You see, it is just as I said. So lost. Who the heck am I supposed to be helping here?
Calm down, Phoenix. Think carefully and relax.
Now then, would the witness please continue? Okay. This is the last line, right? So your client was Adrian Andrews? That is correct. Well, he says the two of them met. If they did, then there shouldn't be anything wrong with the killer's testimony. Well, there doesn't seem to be anything strange. Oh, yeah, okay, this is just going back around. If to draw information from B. Okay, so...
I wonder if, again, for that other line that you pressed, if you chose the other option. Because you chose it was very important, right?
Oh, was that the... That was...
I think that was the last
bar.
or second last one.
Yeah, I think it was the bar one. They met Adrian Andrews. Was further. I don't think, yeah. Why he meets his clients is not important, and that wasn't the point. Witness, please stop sidestepping my questions. What do you mean by that? My question was, did you really meet Adrian Andrews in person? I've already told you, Mr. Wright, I did. It was only through talking with him face to face that I began to trust him. That was a trick. That's when I thought I can trust this person as a client. What did they say about talking face to face? Well, Mr. Wright, was testimony just now of any importance? Yes. If I heard what I think I heard just now, then I think I've got him. Your Honor, I believe the testimony just now was of the utmost importance. Huh? Really?
If that's the case. Witness, please include the statement just now in your testimony.
Very well. After when I saw him, I thought I could trust this person's client. Yes. But as we now know, that was not how it turned out, correct? What do you mean? Adrian Andrews turned out to be a client who couldn't stick to the rules, right? Well, yes. I suppose you are correct.
So I would like to check one last time. Are you sure your testimony is accurate?
Both Phoenix and Edgeworth are like, ooh, he doesn't fucking know. Okay, so I think we can just use her. I'm gonna save anyway. I think we can just use her profile.
Yeah.
I think that's what they want us to do here. I would like to go over this one more time. You met Adrian Andrews at a bar and took the request at that time. Yes, that is correct. That's when you thought he was trustworthy? How many times must I repeat myself? Yes, that is correct. I'm sorry. That is an impossible tale. What? Shelley the Killer? You have never met the real Adrian Andrews? Why would you say that? Because you made one very big slip-up about her. So what is the issue? What did you say just now? About her? If you had ever met Adrian Andrews in person, one look would have told you that she is a woman.
Oh my god.
Steve read its own fucking animations.
I mean, you can't see his expression, so they had to animate the the transceiver.
Order in the court. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Witness testified to the following. He always meets face-to-face with his clients when taking their request. He's never met Adrian Andrews in person.
Yes, Your Honor. That is exactly the point. That means Mr. DeKiller's client could not have been Miss Adrian Andrews.
What the fuck?
Oh, what the fuck? I guess it's supposed to be
like
oil?
Oil, yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Mr. Edgeworth, I understand your logic on this one. However, why would the assassin make such a basic mistake? Also, what the fuck is happening there?
I believe it has to do with her name, Your Honor.
Her name?
Yes, Adrian Andrews is without a doubt a very androgynous name.
Yes, I see.
Unluckily for Mr. DeKiller. The entire time he was on the stand, no one had stated Adrian Andrews' gender. And so, he simply picked the wrong gender to go with.
What? What is going on? Shelley the Killer, this court demands an explanation. I think didn't do his voice. I think somehow I must have mixed up this client with another.
So, does that mean you remember something different now?
Yes, of course. Please, if you would allow me to testify once more. Ugh, I know he's just trying to spit out more lies. Very well, but this time please give us the truth, and nothing but the truth. Yes, now I remember. I took that request by mail. Something I just said I would never do. There have been times when I took a job without having met my client. The request is for the murder of Juan Carita and 2 or 3 other small things. When I saw the name at the end of the letter, I thought my client to be a man. Wow,
The complete 180 on that one.
the trust in this has got shot way down. There is nothing substantial here. So you took this job through a letter, something you literally just said you never do. Didn't mention anything about a letter in his earlier testimony. Yes, he did. Oh, you mean he didn't mention anything about us? But yeah, he did specifically say he would never do it. Which means he's definitely lying.
Be careful, Phoenix. If you break the assassin's testimony completely, it's over for us.
That's true. I know, I can't make him suspicious, but I think we're okay. Like, we can do this. As long as he's standing there across from me. No matter how strong of a punch I throw, he'll counter it. Now then, let's begin the cross-examination. God, they're in love.
Yeah, they are.
3, 4. Okay.
We've pretty much reached the end of our rope here.
Huh? Seems like we're still okay to me.
And that's exactly what is so bad. At the rate we're going, we will end up completely destroying the killer's lie. If we do that, you already know how serious of a situation that will put us in.
Oh, yeah. All I can do now is pray that those items reach us in time. Okay. What's my mail? But didn't you just say that you always meet your clients? Yes, I suppose I did say that. However, there are some clients for whom a meeting is simply not possible. But didn't you meet your client this time? No, I did not. Oh, come now. Let's stop with this game of cat and mouse. Using your silkiest voice is not going to work on me. Alright then, just cough it up and confess. Mr. Wright, you can't badger a witness with such harsh words. You're a lawyer, so behave like one and present evidence instead of mindlessly yelling. But do you have any proof that Mr. DeKiller met with his client? No. Sorry, Your Honor. Fortunately, I don't have any proof. I see. Then your line of questioning was just another waste of time.
Sadly for us, Your Honor, that is the nature of right and wrong. Ha ha ha. See what I did there?
You bastard. Okay. And why could you not meet certain clients? Recently, I've been receiving more requests. If I met each and every client, I would lose some nice business opportunities. Nice business opportunities? On top of which the times have changed. It is now the age of information and computers, correct? Well, I've joined the times, now take requests via electronic mail. God, that didn't sound as weird at the time this was written, but my god.
Yeah, I take e-signatures.
Yes. Electronic mail. You have to mail that in a special insulated envelope? I'm very sorry. I despise the shortening of words. What I meant by electronic mail is what is commonly referred to as email. Email? In a contest of mimicry, the judge would beat a parrot, hands down.
Anyway, so you took this job without having met your client, and...
2 or 3 other small things. 2 or 3 other things? Yes. And what were these other things? A few other things that have nothing to do with this case. What should I do? Should I let him slide with that? It'd be really bad if I pushed his buttons the wrong way and he got mad. Ooh.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Yeah, save here
Yeah,
just in case.
Yeah. Damn, if only you got more life like during the actual
Yeah, they really should like
trial.
refill at the beginning of each like trial segment. I think it's pretty obnoxious.
Yeah.
Whether or not they're related to this case is for the court to decide. Mr. Attorney? Yes. Everything I have said from the beginning has been nothing but beneficial to your client, which is why I wonder what is pushing you to continue with this cross-examination. Could it be that you are planning to betray your own client? That's... I smell the stench of a backstabber. And should you turn out to be one... Wait. Oh, this is looking really bad. Didn't press my luck. Alright, I have to think. Is this worth pursuing? Okay, yeah, now it's not. Killer sounds like one sharp man. Should try to find a better way to do this without making him suspicious. Let's continue with the testimony. Witness, if you please.
I don't know. I think you should have gone further.
Do you not care about Maya's life?
No.
No, clearly you don't. So you're saying that you never saw your client's face, not even once? I did. Once. It was when I went to give my client the figurine. Yes, I see. Oh, well, that's a contradiction. But Miss Andrews was wearing a mask at the time. A mask? The Nickel Samurai mask, I'm guessing. Mr. Wright, what do you have to say about this? Do you have any problems with this piece of testimony? Ugh, yes. I don't know if I should bring it up, but... One thing does sort of stick out at me, Your Honor. Witness, I think you most definitely saw your client's face. Does right. Oh, yeah, no problem. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, see ya.
Let's recall Mr. Power's testimony. Oh, that's you. Okay.
No, yeah. Don't you take my freaking characters. I only have so many.
They all died in the last game.
Yeah, seriously. After the awards ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room. Matt was standing there in front of his room, still in his Nickel Samurai costume. Matt gave the bellboy a tip.
He received quite a large roll of cash from Mr. On Guard. And at the time, he was not wearing his Nickel Samurai mask. Oh. Order. Yes, now that you mention it, I do remember that. Witness? Yes, that night I did wander the floor as a bellboy. I received plenty of tips that night for carrying juice to the various rooms. Is that so wrong? Huh? The man who gave me that tip was not my client. He was probably just a very generous person.
I'm sorry, but sadly, we are not nearly so generous here. I could receive large rolls of cash by simply bringing people things on trays. Then why on earth would I stand around here prosecuting?
Oh, the deja vu. And isn't his salary more than enough for one man? And where is your evidence that the large roll of cash was not in fact a tip? Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, show me the money.
What?
Yeah, like what? Mr. Attorney. Yes? You know, I think your line of questioning has been a little strange. In fact, I would say you don't seem to believe Miss Andrews is my client. Oh no, it's not like that at all. I just think lies aren't a good thing, you know? Oh, I know. and agree. Lies are not a good thing at all. I think we are on the same page now, aren't we, Mr. Attorney? Remember, if I feel threatened in any way, I'm free to cut contact at any time. I'm sorry, please forgive my foolishness. Only we're this apologetic all the time. Anyway, I do not see a huge contradiction here. Therefore, you may continue, witness.
We pretty much reached the end of our rope. Oh, yeah. I did that.
So bad. I just want to make sure. Oh boy, okay. So we went through all
I feel like you do need to push, like, I think, like, when it asks for the contradiction, I think you do need to do something.
So that was
crap. Which one was it?
I think it was this one.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, it was the first one.
Was it?
Yeah. The request by mail. Do you have any proof that Mr. Killer met with his client? Oh.
Oh, that's the one where we just, said didn't have any proof, so we went on.
Yeah, but maybe we do? Is it the card? Very well, I will show you proof.
Are you sure about this, Phoenix?
Give it a shot. Here's the proof that the witness met with his client, who wished Mr. Kurita dead. I was thinking the card, so... So, what do you think? You may say, what do you think? However, I am for all intents and purposes a transceiver radio. Oh, that's right. You can't actually see the evidence.
I was just thinking to myself, did he just like flash a card? Yeah, what do you think about this?
I think I got it wrong.
Oh,
well, I
damn.
don't think this is what I needed to see. I can hear the pure silence in the air there. Damn. Wow. And the music stopped for it, too.
Shit. All right.
Hey, maybe that's not the play.
Okay, wait. So wait, so there was the other...
Yeah, that's what we're on now, because that's what I had saved on.
Okay, so
Or no, this is the... There's a contradiction, no objections. There's a problem with this...
Wait, is it the first testimony?
But it would be real bad if I did something and made him mad over something trivial. There are no problems with the testimony, Your Honor. Okay, yeah, let's get back around to it and actually save here in a neutral place.
Yeah. Damn.
Okay, so that was on the first line. Okay, so then it wasn't this. Was it the two or was it this one? Or three other things? Okay, it was this one.
Yeah.
They're related to this case for the court to decide. Yes. You said from the beginning it's been nothing. Oh, yeah. So, it was this one. Okay, I shouldn't press my local red. I have to think. Is this worth assuming? Yes, let's press further. Witness, is a very important matter. Please cooperate and tell us what these other jobs your client requested were. If it's truly that important, I suppose I don't have much of a choice. The bear figurine. The bear figurine? After the assassination of the target, I was defined that figurine. I was told that this job was just as important as the actual killing. And where was that figurine? It was inside Mr. Kurita's suitcase. Then, what did you do next? I handed it over to my client right away. You gave it to your client? Interesting. This information certainly sounds important to me. Witness, please include what you just stated in your testimony. As you wish. Okay, here we go. Let me just find the bear figurine and to give it to Adrian Andrews. I found this figurine in Mr. Ungard's mansion. If you gave it to Miss Andrews, then what was it doing there? I was waiting for her there. That was also part of the plan to frame Mr. Ungard, I'm sure. That makes a lot of sense. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have any problems with this piece of testimony? Ugh. So the killer says he gave the figurine to Miss Andrews. But I know somewhere in the statement there's a contradiction. Yet, I know that if I present something trivial here...
We'll cut the connection on his end. If you want to make a strong point, Phoenix, you have to present strong evidence.
She's right. So now what, Dr. Wright? Oof, okay,
Well, okay. I mean, I'm assuming we need to present something.
Yeah, I think so. Witness, let's go over this one more time. You gave Miss Andrews the bear figurine, and she told you to take the bear and wait for her at Ungard Mansion. Is that correct? Yes. Where are you going with this? Well, I think maybe you might have remembered a few things incorrectly. What? This is a battle of wits. I can't let up on him. I don't think it is possible for Miss Andrews to have been the recipient of this bear. So let's... Then Andrews knew how to open it. No. Is there a picture of... No, so it wasn't that. I don't think it is possible for Miss Andrews to have been the recipient of this bear. Yeah, I don't really know what piece of evidence that would present here.
I think it's the bear itself or the suicide note.
Maybe? The thing is, I think the thing that tips us off is what Will said earlier.
Because, I mean, did Adrian know it was a fake? Because I kind of remember that she said she was going to try, like, if she, like, found the suicide note, she would have tried destroying it or something like that,
yes,
right?
Yes, she did say that.
So, I think it's one of the two.
Perhaps.
I don't know. I'm kind of leaning more towards the note itself.
Let's try the note. Shelley the killer. If you had really given the bear to Miss Andrews, then this item should not have been inside it. Oh, that makes sense. She would have already taken it out and destroyed it. Yep.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. This item.
See where you're going.
Yep, that's where I'm going. Where's everyone going? Do I need to pack a suitcase?
Oh my god.
Your Honor, please think back to Miss Andrews' testimony. And I was going to burn it for her sake. If even for a single minute, this bear had actually been in Miss Andrews' hands, I'm sure she would have taken the suicide note out and burned it. Order, order, order. So that's where you two were going.
So by the very fact that this suicide note was still inside the bear, it tells us your client didn't know how to disassemble the puzzle.
Which means...
It means, Your Honor, that it was impossible for Adrian Andrews to be the client. I love that little animation.
Good one. Order, order, order. Ugh, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'm sure I mentioned this before, though I hate traitors above all else. I think your cross-examination has clearly demonstrated something to me. You must wish to break your end of our agreement. No, that's not. It's a no. If that is your intention, there's only one thing for me to do. Wait, please. Gentlemen, ladies, please excuse me. I have a matter that I must attend to. No, please. Not that. Please wait. Mr. Attorney, bring this trial to a speedy end, and I may stay my hand. Otherwise... What in the... Mr. Wright, are you... Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor.
I didn't understand this witness's outburst just now. Do you think there is a need to hear more testimony, or is this enough?
Well, we should.
Edgeworth, we can't do this. We keep this up. Maya, chill. Ugh. Ugh.
Yeah, no, it's my grunt.
I just wanted to grunt so badly, I guess.
The prosecution,
What has come over everyone? Even you are.
The prosecution rests.
What is going on around here?
The prosecution has no further questions, Your Honor.
What? Well, I never thought I'd see the day. This is the most unusual situation. If the prosecution rests with no further questions, then the prosecution has failed to uphold its stance. That is the case, and even though I am reluctant, I must believe that Mr. DeKiller's testimony is accurate. That would mean that Shelley DeKiller's client is Adrian Andrews. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. If I end the trial here right now, that your client, Madame Guard, will be declared innocent, and in his place, Adrian Andrews would be charged with murder. Miss Andrews be charged with murder. The prosecution has no further questions, so we will now hear the defense's final remark. Bailiff, please bring the defendant, Madame Guard, to the stand.
Items from DeKiller's hideout didn't make it in time. We tried as hard as we could, but it looks like our time has run out.
I can't believe it.
Outcome now lies in your hands. Dude, did the old guy finally decide?
To be honest, I can't think of you as a truly innocent and good person. You've done enough evil to drive a woman to suicide. But, at least on the charge of murder, it would appear you are innocent.
Okay, he revealed his evil nature on the stand. That's actually,
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of surprised.
Even brought his giant wine glass.
Yeah. So, I guess even the old fuddy-duddy figured me out.
Mr. On Guard.
What an atrocious lawyer I have, giving his own client up like this. And that refreshing like a spring breeze crap. It's just as atrocious. Don't you agree? Anyway, get on with it and pronounce me innocent already. Right, Mr. Lawyer?
Side with justice, or should I save Maya's life? You'd better get on guard a guilty sentence, okay? But if I did that, Maya... If I say he's innocent, then Miss Andrews will be charged as the murderer. Do I say he's guilty or not guilty? Either choice I make, someone's life is going to end. It all hinges on what I choose. Now then, Mr. Wright. I mean, technically, throwing this out there, if she's charged with murder, doesn't she technically get a trial for that as well? Like, doesn't she have to get her own trials? She's not on trial right now. In
I
which case,
guess.
can't he defend her in trial
Yeah,
afterwards?
but then, I mean, I don't know if this game would, or if they would have double jeopardy. You know, like if it's like, oh, it wasn't Andrews, it was actually on guard.
Oh, yeah. I mean, maybe Mr. Ungard never gets caught, but I think he could at
Yeah,
least get Andrews off the
yeah.
charge.
Imagine that would be the next episode.
Yeah, right. Turns out there's 6 more hours in this chapter. Yo, what's up, Bobby?
Oh no! Why is he in this chat?
This
Oh
guy.
no! Oh
Now then,
crap!
Mr. Wright, let's hear the defense's final statements on this matter. If the person who hired the assassin was Adrian Andrews, then your client, Mr. Madden Guard, is innocent. I mean, just look at that evil smile. He's clearly innocent.
There's no need to ask, old man. After all, my lawyer is going to say what I want, aren't you? Right?
I can't do this. But I have to decide something. Can't count on the evidence to help me anymore. I have to listen to my heart. My client, Madden Guard, is... Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. I get. Oh shit! You can't save.
I can't say.
No. Oh no.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know it was coming to this.
Uh,
That's a
I
shame.
mean,
I
do
wish
we
I
go
had
with?
saved.
Damn. I guess we'll. I mean, I guess we'll have to do not guilty because otherwise, I feel like if we do guilty, then it's like gonna be game over because he's gonna have killed Maya. You know. If we do not, I don't know.
Well,
I don't
no, I
know.
mean, not guilty is how we saved Maya.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, is if we do guilty. Sorry, is if we do guilty, like he's gonna kill Maya. So I think we need to choose not guilty. I think
No, no, no.
that's
If we...
yeah. Like
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it's
yeah,
asking
you're right.
if he's yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
We're waiting for your answer, Mr. Wright. Madden Guard, your client deserves an answer.
no, he doesn't.
Maya, I'm sorry. Madden Guard is...
Oh shit!
Francisco von Karma.
I'm here to save the day or ruin it, I guess, depending
you
on
doing here?
how
Ow!
you see it.
You see now, don't you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? This is exactly why you should never take your eyes off that scruffy fool.
Did you bring them? The final pieces? Do you have them?
You should know better than to ask that, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Von Karma is perfect in every way. The evidence is here in perfect condition. Don't worry about Scruffy, he's fine, and his injuries are minor. All the items are inside this. What a filthy old coat this is.
I was gonna ask, is that freaking Gumshoe's jacket?
Yup, that it is.
Oh, jeez.
That's Gumshoes. You can spot his tattered rags anywhere. I apologize for its ugliness. There was nothing else to wrap the items in. Fought long and hard this whole trial. All for what is inside that raggedy coat. I'm sure that inside that coat lies a crucial piece of evidence. Your Honor, tie that filthy coat are the defense's final pieces of evidence. And I think we will take one final break, and we will look at those final pieces next time.